is Robert Russell, and I'm giving my persuasive speech, and the title of it is There is Nothing Good About Smoking Tobacco. My specific purpose here today is to persuade those that smoke tobacco to see the effects it has on their life, and also to persuade those that smoke to quit smoking. I believe I am a credible speaker on this subject because I started smoking when I was very young, at the age of 13, and I did smoke for 13 years. And the reason I remember this because it was 1989 when my daughter was born. And one of the reasons that I quit smoking, and I did quit smoking cold turkey, and one of the reasons that I quit smoking was 2 years prior to me quitting, I had migraine headaches. And the amazing thing about after I quit smoking was it was no time that those headaches were gone. I had a better smell of things. I had a better taste for the foods that I didn't know I liked, and also I felt I was in better physical shape. So the points that I want to make today is the effects on smoking tobacco has on your family and friends, the effects of smoking tobacco has on your health, and the benefits of quitting. First of all, let's talk about the effects it has on your family and friends. Let's imagine it's a beautiful sunny day and your son or your daughter is preparing to get married. So of course you know there's a need for you parents to be there, especially if you, the father, is going to walk your daughter down the aisle. So we see that there is a need for the parents to be there in your son or daughter's wedding. In preparing for this speech this week, I was reading from an article, Opposing Viewpoints. It said, from the statistics that it gives, if you want to be in the presence of your family events, it says that you might not be there if you are a smoker because it cuts men's lives by 13 years and it cuts the lives of women by 14 years. So you can see the effect that it has on your loved ones. Statistics are correct, and you might not be there if you don't quit smoking. Another effect that it has on family and friends is the bad odor. And the reason I say that is because I was a smoker at one time, and I know that from experience when I quit smoking that I could tell that smoking there was a bad odor. So let's just go back to our imaginary thinking of that wedding. Let's say you're the smoker and you're sitting there in that group of people and you're the only one smoker. So you know you don't want to be the one with the bad odor. So that's another effect that it has on your family and friends. So also from a preparation standpoint, getting ready for this speech this week, in an article from the American Cancer Society, it speaks of secondhand smoke, and I'm sure everyone has heard of secondhand smoke. Well, that secondhand smoke, for those that are exposed to that smoke, is affected, and it affects their health. So that's another way that it affects our family and friends. So let's talk about the way it affects your health. Statistics in an article from the American Cancer Society talks about smoking tobacco is linked with increased risks of cancers from smoking tobacco, and one of them is lung cancer, which we very well know, the voice box, the throat, of course, the esophagus, the stomach cancer, pancreas cancer, cervix cancer, kidney cancer, and bladder cancer, and it just continues on. But one of the statistics that it shows is that smoking tobacco is responsible for 9 out of 10 lung cancer deaths. So one of the things that I wanted to show you in my speech is on every pack of cigarettes we get this warning from the Surgeon General. And they tell us each time smoking causes lung cancer, heart disease, emphysema, and may complicate pregnancy. So you can see every time you get a warning from people that have researched this drug or researched smoking tobacco or addiction, or they know what they're talking about. And you know, my question to you is, do you know what you're smoking? And here I got a little advertisement from the Australian government that they put out on a link, Australian government quit now. Some of the things that are in tobacco is a benzene, an ingredient that is in paint stripper. And then you have ammonia, the bleach that is found in toilet cleaner. Now, you know, just terrible, poisonous, toxic things. And then you have hydrogen cyanide, things that are found in rat poison. And then you have acetone, things that are found in nail polish, remember. These are toxic, poisonous chemicals that when you smoke that are put into your system. And yet we continue to smoke these type of smoke tobacco with these type of warnings. Also, another point that I want to talk about is the benefits of quitting. First of all, you're going to live better. You're going to live longer. And then also from a research and reading this past week from the Ultimate Quit Smoking Guide, some of the points that they point out is 20 minutes after you quit smoking, your blood pressure decreases. 24 hours, your chance of a heart attack has decreased. 48 hours, your smell and taste has improved, and I told you about the experience that I had with that. And then 5 years after you quit smoking, your risk of lung cancer drops by half. And then, of course, let's not forget, one of the most important to us is our money. If you smoke cigarettes and you smoke a pack a day, in a year's time you will have saved $1,600. Just think of the things that you could buy your daughter or your son at their wedding. What a wedding gift you could give. Not to mention that you could give yourself being there would be one of the greatest gifts, I'm sure, that they would be very greatly appreciative of. So let's see one of the other examples that I wanted to show you. As you know, we always talk about, this is the worst thing that, I know how bad it is. I would never want to pass this bad habit of smoking tobacco on to my children. Well, from this advertisement again from the Australian government that has put out for us on Quit Now, we see here that this young man picks up a cigarette and is very curious. We know from the things and the examples that we do that our kids are very fast learners. So if we want to set a good example, important thing for us to do would be quit smoking. So in closing, I want you to remind you of the points that we talked about, the effects of smoking to your family and friends, the effects that it has on your health, and the benefits of quitting smoking. Now, there are ways to stop smoking tobacco, but at first, since this is a drug, nicotine, it's an addictive habit, we know that it's going to be tough to quit smoking. But from reading from an article this week, the Ultimate Quit Smoking Guide, it stated that more than 70% of smokers do want to quit. But also in a statistic that they had 4 to 7% succeeds, or I'm sorry, but only 4 to 7% will not succeed without help. So you're going to need help. It's going to be a tough road when you start facing these addictions. Okay, so first you need to choose the way that's best for you to quit smoking. There's medications out there. There's support groups. There's self-help materials. You need to choose the best way that is for you to quit smoking. And for those that are around you, we need to remember, we need to be encouraging to them and not hound them, because this is going to be a very difficult road. So the decision is yours. Do you want to be around for your family events? Do you want to be around for your loved ones? If you said yes to my question, then you need to stop smoking before it stops you. Thank you.